If you're thinking, but I don't want to care, well, guess what? You have to be at peace that you care. People buy because they know you care. I am so excited to be sharing with you something that not many people talk about. My name is Maria Tan, and I am the business coach for Misfits. So the reason why I specialize and I love working with people who self-identify as misfits, rebels, out-of-box thinkers, creative entrepreneurs, multi-passionate, multifaceted, is because I like doing things differently. I love magic minding with my clients on how we can grow and scale their businesses their way, because there's nothing more fun and more rewarding to see people really fully actualize what is possible for them when they really do you. When you do you, when you be you. And I know many people say that, but I am going to rip open the curtain, break it down for you, what it means to do you and be you. So what is be you and do you? How do we be you and do you? When we say, I just want to be myself, a lot of people think that that means not doing. But when you are being you, you are doing the things that make sense for you and not for everybody else. You are doing the things that feels right despite all logic. Because the thing with logic, the thing with our conscious minds, it is actually a culmination. Logic is a culmination of what everybody told us. Logic sometimes is the result of how we are programmed to this day. Logic doesn't necessarily mean true. It's more of, but with the information I got from the past or the things that I've been doing until now, this is most likely what's going to happen. When you are being you, you are doing the things that feel good for you. There's no resistance there, even if logically there is. Because again, logic is the result. It's a culmination of the past. And our pasts are filled with disappointments. It's sad to hear that. It's sad to hear that being said clearly like this. How often do we look back and say, I'm so thankful about all the past, and all the past have brought me here. A lot of times, our most knee-jerk reaction to thinking about the past is, I really work hard to get where I am. All this struggle is blah, blah, blah. Because again, we're so attached to where we came from versus where we are now and where we are going. And I know it's so hard to hear that, but again, this is something that not many people talk about. And I want to really share that, as simple as that is. So our logic, because it prevents us now for trying new things, not even trying new things, trying old things that we know that could probably help us today. But because we are so attached to that disappointment, we go, here you go again, here you go again, here you go again, it's not going to work again, blah, 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 blah. Here you go again, you go trusting people again. Here you go again, you're investing again, you're going to make the same mistakes again. When you are being you, you are allowing your body to lead you. You're allowing to let your body's wisdom say, okay, let's go with this. You know what? This is the right way, even though it doesn't make sense. And again, when we give our bodies that space to take action from a space of receptivity, from the space of flow, everything just magically happens because we allow for what we don't know. A lot of people think that what we know controls everything. What we know is just 5% of our consciousness. So imagine how much we don't know and how much we are preventing ourselves from realizing what it is that we want because we are so attached to what we know. The only thing that would prevent you from that breakthrough success that you want, that massive, massive success, is because you are not being you. You're not doing the things that your body is telling you. You're not doing the things that feels really right. You are listening to the doubts. You are listening to the devils of the past, to the inner demons, to the fears. And I know it's sometimes more complicated than that, but if we really break it down, that's it. So my title today is about why not caring doesn't work. And I'll give you an example. A lot of times, the reason why people feel that it's so hard to show up, there's a lot of times that people feel I have difficulty selling, I have difficulty starting my business, I have difficulty getting my clients, whatever that is, okay? A lot of the times, people have that difficulty because there's a part of them that cares about them. And when we say care about them, these are the them that you don't really care about, but you do care about. Maybe your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your friend from high school, all of those people that whatever their opinion is about what you're doing, you're so worried about them. And just you thinking, no, I don't really care about what people say. See how defensive I became? That now is going to create now this limit for you, this mask for you. And that will really close the doors because you're so worried about them and you're trying not to care, but it's not going to work if who you are at core is a person who cares. I've coached and consulted with really so many people. And a lot of times I hear this, Maria, I really just want to not care. Why is it that I still care about what they think? Despite all my success, why do I care? Well, I just really don't want to care, Maria. Why can't I just not care? Can we just rip it apart? And as a businesswoman, we cannot not care about our audience. We cannot not care about our stakeholders. So what does that mean? When we say stakeholders, these are the people invested in our business. It's not just our audience. It's not just our clients. Stakeholders includes our audience, let's say the government, family, whoever is invested somehow in benefiting from your business, right? So if we talk business terms, not caring is really impossible because one way or another, you need to care about what your stakeholders think, right? You need to care about, okay, we need to follow the due process. Otherwise, the government can come knocking on our door and shutting us down. In as much as we want to say we don't want to care, we need to care in business. Now, let's take business aside. Let's put it aside first. And let's think about that context of, I want to show up. Okay, I'm not a big business yet. I'm just starting out. And I really, really want to not care about what people think. Why is it so hard for me not to care about what people think? And this is the reason why I can't seem to put out an offer that I want. I can't seem to show up the way I want to. I can't seem to post on social media the way I want to. I worry too much about everything, about algorithms, etc. My answer is this: we are humans. And as humans, we want validation. This is a reality. We people please, we care, we love. Everybody has a different degree of caring. So some people care more, some people care less. But to say that people don't care is really, really hard. So one way or another, there's a part of us that will always care about what people think, that will always want to people please. And I'll give you an example. I'm a person who's very solution oriented. So if someone from my family or my friends sends me a message about, I don't know, the problem they have at the moment, my knee-jerk reaction, because I care so much about my family and my friends, is to give them 10 solutions to their problem. And you know what happens most of the time? They write back 10,000 reasons why those 10 solutions don't work. And you know what? Because I care about them, I care so much about their well-being, I now get frustrated and I get hurt because why can't these people now listen to me? Why can't they really see the things that I'm going to help them with? But that is normal, because if I don't care, I will not be a good coach. If I don't care, I will not be a good friend. If I don't care, I will not be a good sister. I'm not going to be a good daughter. So because I care, it brings out all the light in me. It amplifies my magic, for lack of better terms. It makes me even more powerful, even more magnetic because of my compassion. So to get rid of that part of me, of caring, is also getting rid of caring in all aspects of my life, including business, including dealing with people, including serving my clients. And if I do that, then it's not me anymore. And if it's not me, I'm not going to sell, because people buy based on emotions. People buy because they know you care. So if you're thinking, but I don't want to care, well, guess what? You have to be at peace that you care. And the best way and the best thing you can do is to redirect your energy on caring and people pleasing to people that actually pay you. And I know it's so funny, right? It's so, yeah, of course, duh. And I want now to break down the how. Because duh, of course, why don't we not focus on the people that pay us, right? But what if you haven't found people that pay you? What then? Right? So in that example that I shared earlier with me and, my family and my friends giving me a lot of problems of them and me sending them 10 reasons or 10 solutions to their problems. And, we go exchange. So instead, I've created this better boundaries with my family and friends. And they know that if they text me a problem, I will not respond. Unless they say, Maria, please, can we have 5 minutes? I need help. I want you to look something through with me. I need to talk out something. And some of my friends, of course, pay me, some don't. That's fine. But at the end of the day, they know now that if they want my solutions, they have to make an appointment with me. Otherwise, I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond with, oh, so why didn't you do this? Or blah, blah, blah. I'm just not going to respond because me putting energy there is misusing what is actually making me powerful in my business, in what I do. And I'm sure if you are here listening, something about that triggered or moved something in you, because I'm sure there's a part of you that's so worried so much about what people think. And it's okay. I am telling you now, it's great that you care about what people think, because it means that you are going to do your best to really deliver a good service. You're going to do your best to really run your business smoothly. You're going to do your best to make sure that your business is profitable, so the people that you're paying is going to get paid. So how do you now transfer that energy from people that don't appreciate your care in that way to people that would be more than happy to pay you? First, you need to care more about what you want to create with your business. Meaning, if you are a wellness coach and all you are about is, let's say, I really want to make this wellness coaching business succeed because I want to leave my 9 to 5. If that's the only reason why you want, that's fine for now. Hold on to that really much. You need to care so much that I want to leave my 9 to 5. Your care for what people think cannot be more than the care that what do I think of myself if I don't leave my job? I would hate myself staying in a job that I don't like. I would feel so frustrated every time because I'm staying in a job that I don't like. So care more about yourself first, because when you care more about yourself, that compounds. When you care more about yourself, you then now think of, how do I think of myself now? If I'm doing the things that are not me, when I'm not being me, what do I think of myself? Many times we do things because we care so much about other people, we forget to care about ourselves. How often do you pour for someone else before yourself? How often do you give the last bread to someone else than yourself? And I don't mean that we shouldn't be generous. I think that generosity always has a place anywhere. But it's very, very important that we refocus to us. We make sure that we care about ourselves. We care about being heard. We care about the magic that our businesses can give to the world. We care about how we can serve other people. We care about the transformation that we bring. And when that happens, it's now easier for you to reshift that focus to yourself. And the more that you focus on yourself, the more that you care about what you think of you, the more that you take action from an empowered state, because you're now going to think, okay, you know what? I really want to leave my 9 to 5, or I really want 10 clients. And because I want 10 clients, I really care about what I think of myself. So I'm going to do everything I can to find my 10 clients. Maybe I need to send 10 DMs or send my email list again, or post 2 more things. And this is different from hustling. Because from this empowered state, you know that if one action didn't work, fine, let it go, do something again. When we care about other people, like in my case, I care so much about my family and friends that when they message me something, I will give them 100 solutions to their problem. And because I care so much about my family and friends' wellness or, whatever, I'd be like, yeah, but why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do that? Why don't I just do that with myself, right? Like, oh, that didn't work. Oh, then why don't you do number 2? Oh, that didn't work. Okay, do number 3. Why don't we now do that to ourselves? Care more about ourselves, care more about what we think of ourselves, care more about how we want to grow. So once you channel that to you, that magic compounds and multiplies, because all the thing that you're doing, you're allowing yourself to care about the magic that only you bring to the table. And then your business is going to flow with it, because now you're more connected to yourself. You're more connected to the reasons why you started your business, to what your business can create for you and for the rest of the world. And that is what is important. So if you're a person that really cares so much about what people think, don't take it as a weakness. Don't try to curb and take that away from you. Don't try to be someone you're not. Instead, make sure that you channel being into the right place, because that now allows you to focus on what could compound your caring, on what could compound your magic, and what could compound your profits. And that's the most important thing.